It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Aviators, superstar wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Aviators and the Thunderbirds coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe six.
Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And they'll have 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Motion man sent left. Blown back gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They'll throw it. He puts everything behind this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun here. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back now, pressure on its way. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down. Trying to force one through there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Thunderbirds out and ready to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Aviators and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll start this series with an option left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They go play action here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Aviators tie this game 7-7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Pass play now. Brought in right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because
they're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Their punter making his way out now. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Offense to the line for 2nd down. And this one doesn't go far. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 17. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders.
Oh, the football's loose. It's picked up by the defense.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Aviators, ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. From the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Here's a give up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
It is caught left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's going to be tackled after getting it up to the 28. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll throw it. Stays in the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They're throwing it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Thunderbirds will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that hit. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Their offense running back out now. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll throw to begin this drive. Cut out left. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Setting up a throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll try and throw it here. That one's complete right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll give him a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. They get to him and bring him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from British Columbia. The Thunderbirds looking for a score just before the break. So now here's 3rd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds get some late points and the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The offense headed back to the field. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. The catch is made down the right sideline. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Looking right, and he finds him. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 8. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll get this to Means. And he's tackled for a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 42. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
This one falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. Here's a handoff up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They give it to him again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Throwing from near his own goal line. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. Pulled in at the 20. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing from the gun here. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He's going to throw this one. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. So here he is, getting his second field goal look of the half. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that trims the lead to just a couple.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. That brings us to the break. The Thunderbirds out in front in Vancouver. Now from our neighbors to the north, we'll head back to the U.S. in Orlando. Got our EA Sports halftime report with Jonathan Coachman coming up.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Lumberjacks needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory gets them to 11-5 with 1 week to go. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Throwing off the play fake here. Buying some time left. Now here he goes. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Looking to the air here. Complete out to the right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw now. Finds a man right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here's 2nd and 14. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
The Aviators get their special teams out onto the field. And they could really use a good one here. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Their offense ready to take the field now. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Hauled in left side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. He'll look to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Aviators jump in front now by 5.
Thunderbirds 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Thunderbirds headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Getting right back to it after that interception. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds his man over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him from the 46. He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. 3rd and long for him here. Dump off caught by his back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He fields it cleanly. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And they're going to take over possession. Now this offense getting set to work here. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Brought in right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Pass play coming here. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And they make the tackle at the 38.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's their ball to begin the fourth, and though they trail, this game's still within reach. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Running this one left. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. The Thunderbirds out and ready to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. They'll throw on first. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, here's a handoff. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Pickup of 0 on the play. That leaves them with 4th and 6.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
4th down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense making its way back out now. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Simple dive up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He's dropping back to throw. The rush gets home, and they stick him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I could still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, "Oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart." And really what he's saying is don't ever try that again.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. 65 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They send a receiver in motion right. Back to the well again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
This time it's a passing play. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 42, he's got Smith. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Another carry for him. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in Vancouver. Aviators leading by 8. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here's a give straight up the middle. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Airing it out to start this drive. Catch made over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 4. Complete out to the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Got to hurry this to the line. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
A good defensive play breaks that one up. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think it's fair to say, and the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we're looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Here comes their offense out again. They can trot out that victory formation here, Brock. Send us all home. No timeouts left to stop that clock. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Aviators emerge as winners, since we'll see you next time from Vancouver.